Welcome to the kitchen of the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. As you can see from the thumbnail and the title, I'm about to prepare our backyard greens that I harvested today. These greens are collard greens, celery, and some herbs. So I'm preparing these. I'm going to wash them up nicely, clean them up, cut them up, and allow them to dry. For tomorrow, I just sit them down until tomorrow, and then I'll bag them and give them away. Yeah, that's how I like to give away my greens. Now, when I have the time to do it. Yeah. Hello, Do It Like Daisy. Daisy, how are you? Thank you so much for coming. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, as you can see, I'm about to take care of these greens, collard greens, and some celery and herbs that came from the garden. I'm going to clean them up, cut them up, and prepare to give them away. Yeah, that's what's going to happen tonight. I'm debating on if I feel like washing my greens. Yeah, you have to be in the mood for it. I understand. Yeah, so I figured if I want to make sure that they last, that I don't lose them, I need to take care of them tonight. Because once they get wilted, you know they will turn yellow. And they don't have anything that is sprayed on them to preserve them for long now. So you got to do that, my dear. Beautiful harvest, thank you. Yeah, that's true. If you don't do it, you're gonna lose out on them. Thank everyone for coming. Yeah, so I'm going to clean them up. We are almost at the end of these harvest of greens. Yeah, it's been 6 months. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash them with some salt water. Let me put this aside for right now. Do a little bit at a time. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to wash in salt water. And welcome. What do you plant in spring? We're going to be planting, as a matter of fact, we're going to start planting on Friday. We're going to plant some cucumbers, more tomatoes, carrots, and some more kale. Can't do too much because once summer starts, they won't last. The bugs, they come in the summertime real hard. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah, that's what we're going to plant. All good things. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we got them today from the nursery. And Friday, this weekend is the time for planting. So a good time for planting is this weekend. I'll put some salt in here. So we're going to take advantage of the planting season and do that. Hello, Joshua. Welcome. How are you doing, Joshua? No, Joshua, I have not seen. I've been looking, but I haven't seen you on YT streets lately. So I'm washing these in some salted water, get rid of the whatever may be on it. And since it's towards the end of the crops, sometimes bugs will start appearing. I want to make sure that they are totally clean. Thank you for coming. Yeah, Joshua, all over the place. All over the place, Joshua. I love that little brush. Yeah, it's a vegetable and fruits and vegetable brush. It's not harsh. Yeah. I like to use it. It really cleans well. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you for your time, your thumbs up, for your subscribing too. All those are free, you know. It goes a long way. It's a great motivator for me. So if you would like to see the channel grow, go ahead and do what you know you're supposed to do. And welcome. If it's your first time, a very special welcome to you. I'm Marva, and I'm in the kitchen of the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden, taking care of the vegetables that I harvested earlier this morning. And I have here collard greens. I have celery and herbs. These are the celery. And when I use celery, I use everything. Yeah, everything is good to eat on your celery, so don't get rid of the leaves at all. It's not just for garnishing. And I'm washing these in salted water. When I'm finished, I'm gonna rinse them off again. Because, you know, sometimes little worms will show up, you know, especially towards the end of the season here. Just before the greens start getting seeds. Yeah, you have to take care. So I put some salt in there, and that will take care of them if there's any. Your eyes cannot see, the microscopic ones. And since I'm giving them away, I definitely don't want to give bugs. No bugs. Desna, welcome, Desna. Desna's bedtime. Desna from the UK. Welcome, Desna. Thank you for coming. Yeah, it's just, what time? It's not even 8 p.m. here yet. Taking advantage of the long evenings now. The sun just set. Thank you for your thumbs up. Desi, all a part of life, the worms and bugs help to grow. Yes. But I don't want them in my food. They help to, I want them to grow the food. They can stay underneath the earth. You know, those earthworms. But the other bugs, they're the ones, they're the pesty kind. Like white flies and aphids, worms, the kind that you often see on callaloo. Nope, don't want to see it in my plate. Yes, folks. So these, I'm not going to bag them tonight. I'm going to put them to dry overnight. Let them dry. Cut them up, let them dry, and tomorrow morning, I just bag them, give them away. Desna says, don't worry about those bugs. You do need to get your daily protein in. Pepper Seed said, soak your greens in vinegar and water for 5 to 10 minutes in cold water. Rinse, then soak in baking soda for the same amount of time. Yeah, and tonight I'm just using salted water. I don't want those proteins, Desna. I want that kind of protein. No, no, no. More salt. Thank you for your time, guys. Remember your thumbs up. Appreciate it. I hope everyone had a very good day. Some of you, well, like Desna, already into tomorrow. Desna saying, the thing is, when dried, those out there look lifeless. Whoever you give it to will need to rehydrate to get that freshness looking leaves back. No, not really. They keep green and fresh. I really love your channel. It makes me happy to eat healthy. Thank you. Thank you, Desi. That's hard work, ma'am. Yeah, Desna, yeah. But if I want to make sure it doesn't go bad, I have to work on them tonight. By tomorrow is when if they start getting limpy, turning yellow, you know, don't want that. Put these in here. Keep. But once they dry, there's not there. Still look fresh. Yeah, that's nice hard work, but you know when you gotta do something, you know, after you plant your stuff and you see it come to fruition, the last thing I want to see is them going bad. Yeah, and I know that most people prefer when I give it to them already, just ready to be prepared to be cooked. When you give somebody it's already cut up, it's likely that immediately they will use it. Most time they tell me they don't even put it in the freezer, they just use it immediately. So, I don't mind doing it either. And lately, these things in these supermarkets are not cheap. So, I'm just happy that I can grow them, so that's why I say if you can, you got containers, grow your food. We're going to be growing some of ours in grow bags as well. I'm going to be growing some parsley in grow bags. And that's what I'm going to start doing from now on because basil. Basils cannot tolerate cold weather. So in the grow bag, I can always move them, take them indoors. And then they send me that see the Nesberry. Oh, tired to see the Nesberry them and can't taste one. Chaman, kiss my teeth. Oh, yeah, they're all ripening now. Sorry about that, Desna. You're too far. You are too far away. We have a lot Nesberries and papayas are ripening now. So I'm sure most of you, if you've been watching, you have seen the videos of all the papayas. We got some big, big ones now. Huge. You know what? I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show you one of them. It's one of our biggest that we have ever had. Just let me finish these off and then I'll show you. One of them, I should say. Yes. Let me go ahead and get one to show you. What are you saying? Oh, so many nuts with basils. Oh, yes. Those nuts love basils. Double tap the screen to like the video. Bless divinely. Thank you so much. Let me go get one of the big papayas and show you guys. All right, here it is. Check this out. What type of greens is that James Black is saying? Okay, yeah, let me show you this. This is one of our papayas that we harvested. It's really big. All right, let me tell you what the greens are. We have collard greens. Does it say, wow, yeah, it's big. Collard greens, celery, and several herbs. Thyme, parsley, oregano. Yeah, all from the garden. And that papaya, we had 3 like that. We gave away 2. So I'm washing these greens in salted water to kill whatever little bugs may be on them. The bugs usually start appearing towards the end of the harvest season for these. I managed to keep away the bugs though this time. We used to be bombarded with lots of aphids and whiteflies. So this time, I'm going to rinse these off again. This time, I spread cloves in the garden because I've discovered the Amish group, that religious group, that's what they use in their garden. They don't have bugs. So I decided, well, if they're not having bugs, I would like to not have bugs either. And it worked. I spread it in the garden. I did it like they didn't say how often I did it, but I did mine every 3 weeks. 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. Because we were always bombarded with them a lot. And this time, the garden was bug-free, but guess what? I didn't prepare for. And it was the cold weather. There's not saying, oh, well, a pleasant good night, tell me nothing more. I've seen them big ones, yeah. I just can't imagine how those tall, hollow trees carry and hold so much weight, like mothers, strong. Yep, the Creator knows what he's doing. And the thing is, they don't fall from the tree unless they are overripe. They'll stay up there for a long time unless it gets windy. Something has to cause them to fall. It's amazing. And by the way, did you know that papayas are considered berries? Yep. Yeah, but as I was saying, the one thing I was not prepared for was the cold weather. Cold weather is what destroyed the crops this year. The tropical trees like bananas and plantains. And some of the papaya trees, the leaves, it literally burnt the leaves. That's how the cold weather acted. And as it says, you've convinced me now I'm going to wash my greens. Yes, do it. Desi says, do they all have seeds? I saw some in Guyana without seeds. Was skeptical of eating them. No, you can eat them. Not all of ours had seeds, even though they were planted from seeds. Every single one of our papaya came from papaya that we ate. The seeds. But it's just amazing how some of them will have seeds and some won't. So nothing is wrong with them. Yeah. Most of them have seeds, but some did, but they are also very, very sweet. What I'm going to do, I wish this one was ripe enough for me to cut, so you could see in there. I cut one this morning that didn't have seeds. Yesterday I cut open one and it has thousands of seeds in there. So that's how they behave. And another thing you should know about papayas, if I open up that like the one I just showed you, and then take those seeds to grow, let them grow into seedlings, some of those papayas will be round, some will be long. Ask me why? I couldn't tell you. They come in two different shapes. There's no saying, biases, take care. No. Cut none. No, don't cut none if you can't partake. Murder. No, I'm not cutting it. No, I'm not cutting it. It's not ready. Maybe another time. All right. Settle these. Put some salt in here. Have a good night, Desna. It's way into the morning for you. If it's 8 o'clock here, it's 1 a.m. there. Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. And I thank you for your thumbs up, too. Desi's saying, how can you tell a good papaya like from the store? It's all, most of the time, you're just gambling. When it comes to fruits and vegetables, it's not always easy to tell. Because it's not, unless they cut them. Some stores will cut them in half and then wrap them in plastic so you can see what it looks like. But most times they don't. And you have to just hope that it's a good one. If it looks bright orange, it's likely a sweet one. If it's pale, I would not buy it. Unless you want green papaya, a green papaya that you're going to be cooking for something, that's different. But if you want a ripe one, make sure it starts ripening before you purchase it. Don't just buy the green ones. It's a gamble. The same thing with yams. Anything that grows underground, you don't know what you're getting. Yeah. But we have some supermarkets there. If you cut something to something and it's not right, is not right, you can take it back. They'll take it and refund you. You just have your receipt to show when you bought it. Cleaning vegetables. Hey, Bess. Welcome, welcome, Bess Beans. Yeah, I'm cleaning the collard greens. And then I have celery and some herbs that I'm going to cut up into it too. And these are going to be left to dry for tomorrow. And then I'll bag them and give them away. So I'm washing it in some salted water right now, making sure there's nothing there that should not be on it, because you never know, you know. I'm sure you will find, let me see. I think I see something. Yep, a little worm. That's the reason. Because you can't see everything. So you clean it as best as you can. They're out in the elements, so anything can fly on them. But we have had a good 6 months of harvest. And we're getting ready now, starting Friday, to plant the spring crops. Or kale and Swiss chard are finished. We're going to plant some more kale also on Friday. There's no more Swiss chard in the store now, in the nursery. In the nursery, you're only going to find what, in your area, you're going to find what you can plant at this time of the year. Sometimes you have to get seeds. You may not get seedlings. That's the case with us with cucumbers. There were no cucumbers in the nursery. So we had to purchase the seeds. And the seeds don't always come through, you know, because you never know how long those seeds has been sitting in the store. They may put a date on it, but who knows? Yeah. So when you are a farmer or a gardener, you're just taking a chance many times. And you hope and pray, you do what you have to do and pray that the crops come. Because listen, I'm trying to stay out of the supermarket these days as much as possible. Everything is too expensive. Welcome. If it's your first time, a special welcome to you. Thank you so much for coming. And I'm just going to go ahead and wash the herbs. See, the water is nice and clear and clean. All right, so I have celery. I have thyme, oregano, and parsley. Yep. Let me let this drain off in the meantime. while I'm doing those. All right, get some salt now. Do the same with these. Now, one thing I have decided I will never do again is plant basil in a bed. It's going to be planted in something that is movable, because basils can't tolerate this persistent cold weather that we went through this winter. The whole thing died, just dried up and turned yellow. So I'm going to do it in a grow bed. You have your own shopping center, host. Yes, yeah. My own backyard pantry. Yeah. It's a very good feeling when you harvest your own crops. You know, we can all start from somewhere. I say in a container. See that yam that came out of my container? A big piece of 3.5 pound yam. Almost 4 pounds. It's 3 pounds 11 ounces. And that was something that showed up in the garden. I think it's from skin that we threw out there in the bed, one of the beds, and it started growing. So we had to take it out of that pineapple bed and put it in containers. And that's how it grew for 9 months. I saw Althea harvesting yam today too. 2 huge pieces of St. Vincent yam. Yeah, and if you're just coming in, I was saying earlier, use your celery leaves. They're not just for varnishing. Cook them. So I'm going to cut them up and put them with the greens. Or maybe I shouldn't, because I don't know if anybody is allergic to celery. But no, I don't think so. The people I'm going to give this to, they always get celery. So, Desi says, I've seen some trees growing in Africa as well as South America. You mean, if you ever grown avocado, oh yeah, we have avocado trees. We even have a dwarf one where we harvested nice big avocados. The trees are now loaded with blossoms. We have a dwarf one and a regular one. Well, on yesterday's live, I was showing them. So if you want to see them, go check out yesterday's live, then you'll see those avocado trees. The one that is, the big one has never produced any fruit, but it's second time blossoming, which means there's a good chance it's going to bear fruits this year. Yeah. I love avocado, she says. Oh, that's amazing. They're so expensive. How? Let me tell you something. Is there anything that is not expensive these days? Listen, it's just amazing. I go into the store and I pick up stuff and I put it back down. Like, nope. Could do without that. Everything is expensive. So I find that I'm going less and less times in the store these days. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to kind of pat these a little dry and then start cutting them up. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your time, folks. If you're just coming in, I'm cutting up my backyard greens, washing them first, I should say. And then I'm going to cut them up to give them away. I'm going to pat them in a towel. So you can just get one of your clean kitchen towels and pat dry them. And then tomorrow I'll bag them and give them away. So I'm going to just try to dry them as much as possible. Yes, I love avocados too. And I just love to eat it the way it is. Don't add anything to it. Just enjoy it that way. These greens are looking really nice and fresh. Yeah. So let me dry them, put them in here, and then once I get a good amount, I start cutting them up. Thank you so much for coming. Is this your first time? If it's your first time, can you just put in the chat, first time? Unless we all give you a welcome. I do appreciate you stopping by though. Yeah. If you'd like to see more, go ahead and subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit the bell and then hit all, so that once a video is uploaded, immediately you'll get it. It'll come straight to you. There's a lot that you can learn from this channel. And all of these are free, so don't be afraid to subscribe and give a thumbs up. And I know you might be shy to leave a comment. We just want to know who's here. Is it your first time? These are so nice, fresh. Is there anyone here who has never had collard greens? Who has never had? Oh, thanks for those floating hearts. It goes a long way too, you know, those hearts. It's floating hearts. Thank you. Third time, and Thumbelina dance. Yes, I remember you. Thank you so much. Everybody say welcome to Thumbelina dance. I appreciate you stopping by again. I'm just preparing these greens to give them away. Oh, you've never had them? Okay. They're not everywhere. You don't really get them everywhere. You can't just go into every store, grocery store, and ask for them. You probably find them mostly frozen though. Yeah. Let me cut these up right now. And then I'm going to place them right here in this tray. I have 2 trays. Thank you so much for your time, folks. I like to cut them really thin. I want to make sure you can see. I'm not even sure. Yeah. They're thin, they dry faster. Thanks again for the floating hearts. I see them. Appreciate it. So these are the collard greens. When I'm finished, I have the herbs, celery, I'm going to do some of this to family. Yeah, families will get this. I'll see there's enough for about 2 people, 2 families. What I'll do is I put them in gallon-sized Ziploc bags. I fill the bags up. The herbs I put in the quart size. If now when I'm doing it for myself, I just put the herbs in there with the greens and cook them all together. But I have some of these already in the freezer. These and kale. If you're just coming in, thank you and welcome. Welcome to the kitchen of the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden, where I'm preparing greens from my backyard. Yeah, these came from the backyard, not the side. We have callaloo / amaranth on the side. Those are the greens over there. But these greens, the kale, well, we don't have kale here tonight. The collard greens and these herbs comes from the back part of the garden. And they're covered in nets to protect the plants from pests, big pests and small ones. Big ones like what's usually out there now, like raccoons, and I've noticed a stray cat come through at night. I'm saying stray, maybe somebody's cat, I don't know. But if it's not covered, the raccoons will go into the beds and dig up the ground because that's their nature. They just dig, dig, dig. Abiola, Bent Link, thank you. Thank you for coming. Welcome, welcome. It's my first time seeing you. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate a thumbs up. Yeah. Yeah, so the raccoons come by at night and they walk back through early in the mornings. And the small pests are white flies and aphids. Those are the pests that we deal with here. Every garden there are pests. Yep. So I'm preparing these to give them away. Wash them in salted water. And now I'm pat drying them. And they're gonna sit out tonight to dry before I bag them tomorrow. So that's what we do with our crops. We use them and give them away. Next crops we'll start planting again on Friday. And those are going to be tomatoes. Well, we already have tomatoes. Oh, let me show you what I harvested today. Here's some tomatoes. And these are Scotch bonnets. Oops, right there. This is a guava. And these are romaine tomatoes. And the others are cherry tomatoes. Yeah. And if you're just coming by, I'm going to show you one of our papayas that I harvested yesterday. This one. Thumbelina says, why do you add salt to the water? To get rid of whatever pests may be on it, like little worms. Sometimes your greens will carry worms that are like the same color that you can't see. And so the salt water cleans off whatever you don't want on your greens. Some people add vinegar to their water as well. But since I know what's not on my greens, I don't have to go to the extreme. But when you buy them in the grocery stores, fresh like these, I'm sure there's some pesticide on them. So you can do that. Salt water and vinegar, let them soak in there. The only pesticide I have on mine are all homemade pesticide. So if you want to see how to make homemade pesticide with papaya leaves. Simple. Just papaya with water. I have that. And I also have where I use cloves. That spice that you use in your kitchen. Spread it around in my garden. So those are always natural. Neem oil is also a plant-based pesticide. They're all natural. They only get rid of the pests. They don't destroy your crop. Yeah. And they're good for the environment. So while they also destroy the crops, they also give your crops more yield. Yeah, so that's why I add salt water. Because sometimes there's some microscopic things on them that you can't totally see with your bare eyes. The salt will get rid of them. For example, callaloo, also known as amaranth, worms love them very, very much. So those you really have to wash properly. And they're sometimes difficult to get rid of. I was reading up the other day where it says in the US alone, farmers lose $30 million as a result of pests on their crops. The pests, I'm telling you, they're no joke. Once you see one, you better get to it fast. And if you can just pick them off or take off that leaf, you're good. But if not, you may have to do other things to make sure they don't destroy your crops. Oh, did I say, $30 billion, not $30 million. It's a lot of money. That's why sometimes the food in the supermarket are so expensive, because they have to take into consideration those loss. And now it's going to be even more expensive now, because they have lost a lot, because there was nobody to, especially in this state, there was nobody to pick the crops. Oh, you know what? I think I can add more here. So what I do is put them on a tray, and then in the morning I turn them over. So this tray is full. I'm going to get another one. Thank you for coming. And I see the thumbs up too. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm not in the garden tonight. I went from the garden to the kitchen. And if you're just coming in, I'm cutting up. I'm washing and cleaning and cutting up collard greens, celery, herbs like thyme, parsley, oregano. And in the garden we have 2 types of thyme. We have lemon thyme and English thyme. The English thyme is the most popular one that you'd find in the store. The lemon one smells just like its name. Smells like lemon. Very aromatic. You know, when I saw that in the nursery, I had to get it. Yeah, I got the English ones too, but I said, oh, that lemon one smells good. I wonder if it wards off pests too. Because pests don't like strong smelling things. That's why when you do companion plants, you plant things that deter pests. And that is why the cloves work so well in the garden. It has a very strong scent. And so pests don't like that. Cloves is what you would probably smell during the Christmas time in your incense. Yeah, they put it in incense. But you use it in your meals, in everything that you cook. Cloves has a nice aromatic scent and delicious taste. So if you just come in, that's what I'm doing. Just cleaned it up with some salted water. I'm patting them dry. I cut them up and leave them out to dry more before I put them in zip bag tomorrow. I'm giving these away to family members. And by the way, you can grow these in containers. Anything and everything can be grown in container. We have a papaya tree that is bearing fruit in a container. We harvested yam from a container. And we have 9 pineapples out there now that's bearing fruit in containers. What else do I have in containers? Oh, peppers. Habanero peppers. Yeah. But the most thing that we have in containers out there are pineapples. Sometimes the pineapples in the container come out much bigger than those in the beds. I'm saying we should have at least maybe 50 pineapples out there now. Yeah, I think about 50. I never counted. I need to do that. We love pineapples and we love papayas. We have about a dozen papaya trees out there now. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you so much. Those hearts go a long way. And if you see videos come up and ask you to hype it up, I would appreciate it if you would hype my videos. It means more people will get to see it. So whenever you see the word HYPE on the bottom there, and then there's points, it's all free. You don't have to, it doesn't cost you a thing. Subscribing doesn't cost anything. Leaving a comment doesn't cost anything. All free. Thumbs up is free. Sharing, that's free. Have you ever tried sweet potato? Oh yeah, every year. The next time to plant sweet potatoes will be up October. Yeah. Yes, I have videos on those. We have harvested white sweet potatoes and red ones. So our next planting will be in the fall, October. From between October and to February is planting for sweet potato, but we missed it, so we're going to do that come October, God's willing. Because if you don't plant when you're supposed to, you won't get anything. You won't get the crops that you're expecting. Yep, send those hearts coming. I like that. Is there anybody who doesn't know how to do the floating hearts? If you look on the right there on the right side of your phone, you see that heart. You click on it, you'll see some other emojis too. Just click on it and send them up. Thank you. It helps the channel to grow, because then YouTube will send it out to more people. Yeah. If you're just coming in, you're looking at me patting down some collard greens right here. And when I'm finished these, I have herbs. Came from the garden. And these are the last set of greens. Welcome, welcome if you're just coming in. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I hope you've had a wonderful day. All right. Let's cut these up. Collard greens are loaded with antioxidants. And they're very nutritious. The only time I would say not to use a lot of greens, you should check with your doctor too if you are on blood thinners. Yeah, so everything, if you're not sure about what to eat or not to eat, if you're not sure if your body should be consuming those things, check with your physician. Otherwise, eat up your greens. That's good for your blood. This is the end of the greens. Now for the herbs. So I had 2 containers of this. Let me show you. Some people may just be coming in. This is 1 container. Nicely washed and cleaned. And the second container is right here. Thank you for the hearts. Appreciate it. And your thumbs up. I'm so thankful. Thank you so much. All right, let me go now and get here's the herbs. It was draining. I need to pot dry this too. This is oregano. Oh, the herbs smell so good in here. Wow. I had separated them some, but this one was left behind. This is, wow, the smell of that. Wow, the herbs. This is mustard greens. Let me drink some water. It smells really, really good. I'm just going to chop them small, chop them fine. And this is the celery. Hello, English Staples with Gabby. Oh, she's at the gate. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Gabby. And guys, when you finish, go over there and check out English Staples with Gabby. She does a wonderful job teaching English. Yeah. You want to learn parts of speech? Go over there. Want to learn how to answer comprehension questions? She got it over there too. In detail and vivid. So I'm doing these small. Ah, as I'm cutting, I smell the lemon thyme. Wow. The zest. Smells like citrus. The thyme, the oregano, the parsley, and I have in here also celery. Wow. I just wish there was smell-o-vision that you guys could smell this thing. That takes the cake. So these I'm going to put separately. Now for me, usually I cut them up right into my greens. But since I'm giving these away, I'm going to put them in a separate Ziploc bag. Look at that. Put them here. It's, Gabby's saying, it's like I can smell it over here too. Man, I wish you could really smell it. It's the aroma. I mean, I wasn't expecting it. It got right up into my nostrils and let me start coughing. That is really, really good. You know? It is so good when they're dried. So let me dry them off some more. Get another towel. That one is kind of wet now. But you put that in your greens and cut and cook it. It'll be one delicious thing. These are the celery. We'll cut them up with leaves and everything. They're just as good. I love those stems too. I eat them all. Yes. Yeah. Gabby, you could get some of these. And this, oregano. That lemon thyme is what really brings out those scent. I'm trying to find a set to show you what it looks like. It looks like I cut them all up in that first set there. The lemon thyme smells just like lemon. Yeah. This is the English one. This is the regular one that you see all the time in the store. It's called English thyme. English thyme. But the lemon one, I think already, because I already cut them up. Because that was really strong. All right, so stem and all. Yes, Abby. Everything, Gabby. Everything goes in there. What is it? I'm on spring break this week. Oh, let me know if I should stop. Yes, yes. Yes, you can. Yeah, I'll set up a bag for you. And ladies, and you may not be the one who wants to learn out the English language, but you may know someone. Yeah, go send them to the channel. That's what you see there. English Staples with Gabby C. Yeah, you're welcome. All right, so. It's for anybody who's learning English. It's not just for people who speak English as second language. Everybody needs to learn those things. Parts of speech, comprehension, you know your verbs, your tenses. We have been harvesting greens for the last 6 months. Planted them in September as seedlings and started harvesting in October, the end of October. So it's been 6 months now. And we have had a whole lot of greens harvested. If you check out the videos on the channel, you'll see them. Lots of tomatoes, lots of papayas. Oh, Gabby, I don't think you saw it. I'm going to show, for those who are just coming in, I'll show you one of the papayas that we harvested. It's one of our biggest ones. We harvested three of the same size from the same tree. I'll show it to you in a moment. All right, check it out. Here it is. Hey, Gabby saying, hey, Best Beans. I think Bess is in the background. This is not no, that's not it. I'm looking for the lemon thyme, but it's all cut up already. But I showed it yesterday on yesterday's live, so you can go ahead and check it out. Okay. All right. So I got celery here with oregano, parsley, and English thyme. I'm not smelling the lemon one, so it definitely is in the first set that I cut up there. The oregano is taking over the scent now. I'm going to put these in a bigger container so it can dry faster. Maybe. Let's see. Maybe this. Here you go. Some in there and some in here. Yep. So all the herbs right here. And all the greens are right here. And the top is already dry, so now I can just turn them over. No, Desna is gone to bed. Desna is not here. She's gone. Yeah, it's about almost 1. Oh, it's after 2 a.m. there now. See, when you cut them up really small, they dry quickly. Yeah. Yes, folks. And here is our tomatoes that I also harvested. Tomatoes, for those who were not here earlier. Guava and Scotch bonnet. Are you going to bake those, Marva? Bake what? Bake what? I'm giving away the greens. What did you see that you think I'm going to bake? Let me know what you're talking about. Well, folks, many of you have stayed from the beginning, and I certainly appreciate that. I was going to do some beets. I was going to wash and peel them. I love to juice beets, and I love to have it with carrot juice. I'm wondering if I should do it tonight, if you guys are going to stay to watch me juice them and from the juicer, or I should just peel them and cut them up tonight and do them another time. Gabby, the herbs and stuff? No, I'm going to give them away with the greens. So if you want herbs, you get herbs. Yeah, the herbs and the greens are giveaways. Because remember, I have a whole box of herbs out there. But yeah, you can, when you get it, you can bake them. But I usually just put them right into my greens and cook them at the same time. It's a lovely, lovely flavor. I once saw my friend cut up kale and made them like chips. It was delicious. You sure it wasn't me you saw? I have a video of me making kale chips. Yeah, I made some kale chips a month or two ago. It's delicious and it's very, very simple. So check out that, I think it's called How to Make Crispy Kale Chips. Exactly, yeah. How to make crispy kale chips. And when we're going to be planting some more kale Friday. So next time I can even make some more kale chips again. But I enjoy them. I think I did it twice, you know, on a live. Yes, it was twice. You did it? I must go search for that video. Yeah, it's on a live video. How to make crispy kale chips. And then another time I did that with something else, but I don't remember what is that I was doing when I did that again. I'm here thinking about what I'm going to be doing these beets. These beets did not come from the garden, by the way. No. And I didn't see any in the nursery today to even purchase them. But I need to start growing whatever I eat. Everything that I eat, I want to start growing. Everything is expensive. Yeah, so check it out. And those who would like to see how to make kale chips, check out that video. And it was made in the air fryer. The first time I did it in the oven. The second time I did it in the air fryer because I wanted to show you how different they are. In the air fryer, it's fast. It's done quicker, of course. And it's crispier. And it's a snack to enjoy to your heart's content. So folks, I don't think I'm going to do these beets. I don't see anybody said I should do the beets. I think I'll probably do that tomorrow. The beets and some carrots, and I even have ginger. Yeah, I think I should do all of that in one live. How I juice beets, ginger, carrots with a juicer. Yeah, that's what I'll do, folks. So I really appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much. And some of you have stayed throughout the whole thing. I appreciate that. So if you have not yet watched any other videos, your first time, but check out some of the videos and let me know that you saw me right here on this live. Will you? So I thank you again, and I wish that you have a very good night or good morning, depending on where you are and when you're watching this. Thank you one more time again. And come back next time and see what's happening either here in the kitchen or in the Charles Fort Lauderdale garden. Oh, you don't own an air fryer? Well, use your oven. Yeah, you don't need the air fryer. You want to know, I was just about to ask if you grow these beets. Oh, no. Thanks for the floating hearts, guys. Thank you so much. Good night, all. Yes, I'll be saying good night to everyone. And I think tomorrow you'll see me doing these beets, the ginger, and the carrots. Have a good night or a pleasant morning.